Even if Salah has not been at his best this season, he's a guy that can be very fast in terms of pace. And you need attackers who can score goals. You need attackers who can create chances, score goals, cause problems for defenders, and who have got that pace and power. And you bench Mohamed Salah. Okay, I say again, I don't have a problem with Arne Slot playing with the low block and being defensive, so defensive against PSG, because it's understandable. PSG are a much better team than Liverpool, but at least I have a plan in the attack. And all the time when Liverpool had the ball, they did nothing with it. Did absolutely nothing. Like, that's the plan. Just defend. That's it. I'm sorry. Arne Slot has to be criticised by that. And if you lost 2-0. Okay, you have Anfield. You should have lost this game by more. By the way, Liverpool were lucky to not lose more than 2-0. Like, this is the problem with Arne Slot, is that he decided to bring in Alexander Isak, who's been injured for a long time, but not bring in Mohamed Salah. Do you know how strange that is? I know Salah's leaving, but and he also said in a press conference that I decided not to play him in this game because I wanted to save his energy for the remaining game of the season. Excuse me, this is the only chance you have. This is the only competition you have a chance of winning a trophy. I know Liverpool are not going to win the Champions League. Even if they come back, they're not going to win the Champions League. They're not good enough because they're terrible and they're not that good. But it's your only chance of winning a trophy, and you're saying, "Oh, you want to save energy for the remaining game of the season." So what? You might finish in the top 5 in the Champions League, qualify for the Champions League, but Champions League qualification is not a trophy, my friend. It's not a trophy. Arsene Wenger might say it, but it's not a trophy. So, save the energy for the remaining games of the season. What energy? The only energy you have left is this game and the second leg at Anfield. And you've wasted it in this game. You wasted it with your tactic, with the way you set up, not having a plan in attack, and benching Mohamed Salah. I'm sorry, Slot deserves all the criticism that is coming in his way. He deserves all the criticism. And Liverpool were lucky not to lose this game by more than 2-0. They were lucky not to lose 2-0. You have the second leg, and I'm sorry, I cannot see Liverpool coming back. I just can't see it. Impossible. I just can't see it. PSG, they'll have rest as well because the game against Lens is postponed, which is a disgrace, by the way. But they're going to have rest. And you really think this Liverpool team is going to come back against PSG with the way they're playing? Do me a favor. Final game, Barcelona against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid win 2-0 thanks to 2 goals from Julian Alvarez and Solo. And great win for Atletico Madrid. It was the first win for Diego Simeone at the Camp Nou, by the way, as Atletico Madrid manager, which is crazy that it took him that long time to win at the Camp Nou. By the way, yes, he won against Barcelona away from home, but that was in a training stadium before obviously the Camp Nou got rebuilt. But first win for Diego Simeone at the Camp Nou, and Atletico Madrid win 2-0. They have a very good advantage going to the second leg. And listen, I have to say Barcelona, they started the game really well. They had chances where they should have scored from Rashford, from Lamine Yamal, and then that moment of lack of discipline from Kobarsi, got himself sent off, and happened the same things happened to Barcelona again in knockout stages where they make silly mistakes and it cost them, like Arejo against PSG 2 years ago, Arejo against Inter last season, and this season Kobarsi. I think Kobarsi got sent off before as well, and I don't think it's the first time he got sent off, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, lack of discipline again. This costs Barcelona, and mistakes costs Barcelona in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid take advantage of that with the free kick, and it was an amazing free kick from Julian Alvarez. Brilliant goal. What an amazing goal. And Atletico Madrid, I don't think Atletico Madrid with that. You have to say Atletico Madrid got a bit lucky with the red card, because I think before the red card, I think Barcelona were the better team. And yes, the red card kind of helped Atletico Madrid, but you still have to give credit to Atletico Madrid for capitalizing on it from Barcelona going down to 10 men. Because even when Barcelona go down to 10 men, you think like, okay, Barcelona is still going to be more fired up, conceding and down to 10 men, and they're going to be more fired up. They're going to create more chances, and they're going to still cause problems for Atletico Madrid. And Atletico Madrid dealt with that really well, and they went to score the second goal, keep a clean sheet, and win 2-0, and they have a great chance of qualifying their first Champions League semi-final since 2017. So very, very good win for Diego Simeone's side, and Giuliano Simeone. I mean, whenever you see people in sports and you say, "Oh, this guy doesn't deserve to be in it because he's only in it because his father or because of his son or whatever," but Giuliano Simeone is really that good. Yes, he might say he's in it because of his father, but he deserves to be playing for Atletico Madrid because the way he's playing, he's been fantastic for Atletico Madrid. You could say he's been one of their best players this season. He's been fantastic, very, very good. He can do the defensive work, but he also can do the attacking work where he can assist. Fantastic player. He was fantastic in this game, and he's been very good for Atletico Madrid this season. So very, very good performance from Giuliano Simeone. Griezmann again, he walked his socks off once again. Fantastic performance from him. Julian Alvarez, what an amazing goal! Whatever people say, Julian Alvarez is a fantastic, he's a quality player, and he's for sure one of the best strikers in the world. And whenever people say that, when he was at Manchester City, people say, especially when we saw him at the World Cup where he was brilliant for Argentina, and people say, you should leave Man City to get more game time. And he went to Atletico Madrid, and people say, but you're not Atletico Madrid, you should go to Bayern Munich, you should go to, I don't know, Liverpool. You should go to a bigger club where they play more, where they're going to give him game time as well. But Atletico Madrid is a big club as well. Yeah, maybe not as big as Barcelona or Real Madrid, but they're still a big club, and they still play the Champions League football all the time, and they're still a fantastic team. And you can clearly see Julian Alvarez has been Atletico Madrid's best player for the last 2 years, I would say. And the goal he scored, this one, amazing, brilliant goal from him, fantastic goal, world-class goal from him. So. And it was a big moment for Atletico Madrid in that one. So, yeah, for Atletico Madrid, they have a very good chance of qualifying for the semi-finals. Barcelona they might. Of course, Barcelona will be more fired up, and they'll create chances, and they'll score goals. They'll try to score goals in the second leg, etc. But I can't see also Barcelona keeping a clean sheet in the second leg as well with the defensive mistakes recently. So, and Atletico Madrid have a very strong record at home as well. So. In the Champions League, so I can't see Atletico Madrid throwing it away. It's not over, of course, because anything can happen, but I think Atletico Madrid have a very, very strong chance of qualifying for the semi-finals of the Champions League. For Barcelona, they have only themselves to blame, but not only themselves to blame, and I'll talk about it more afterwards. Kabassi, how many times did Barcelona make this kind of mistakes where it cost them in the biggest stages? As I mentioned, Arejo against PSG, Arejo last season, Kabassi got sent off before, and he gets sent off again. And one of the biggest games for Barcelona this season. In these kind of big games, you need discipline control, you need emotion control. You need discipline control and avoid mistakes. And Barcelona made mistakes again. Barcelona started the game really well in the first 20-25 minutes. And this kind of mistakes cost them again, and they get themselves in trouble, and there you go, big consequences after that. They still create chances in Barcelona, but they didn't take it. What's his name? Rashford, Yamal had chances, and they don't score, and it was a frustrating night for Barcelona. Nothing went their way with the red card, and also decisions. I have to say, there was a moment where Atletico Madrid had the goal kick twice, where Papel touched the ball after Musso appeared to already have restarted the play. So, according to contest people, Atletico Madrid already played the goal kick, and then Papel touched the ball with his hands when Musso already started the replay. Restarted the play, and it happened twice. It's a bit similar to 2 years ago where Arsenal against Bayern Munich, and Raya passed the ball to Gabriel, and Gabriel stopped it, and he touched the ball with his hand, and the referee did nothing. Like, why these referees keep making these kind of mistakes? I mean, I remember last season also, Club Brugge against Aston Villa, where Tyrone Mings handed the ball. It was a similar situation where Martinez passed the ball to Tyrone Mings and he handed the ball. He touched the ball with his hand, and the referee gave a penalty. Whereas similar moments in the Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid game, and 2 years ago Arsenal Bayern Munich, and then they give it as penalties. So I don't really get it why all of them were similar moments, and it was different consequences yet. Where it was the penalty for Club Brugge, but there was no penalty for Bayern and no penalties for Barca. So again, you have to. I understand Barcelona. I mean, Hansi Flick was fuming after the game, and you can understand why, because some of the decisions went against his side. Cabarsi one was a fair red card. It was a fair decision, but you have to say the two non-negotiable and inexcusable mistakes from the referee, and not to see it. I mean, the statement from UEFA, they're saying that the officials thought that they were time wasting. So if you thought they were time wasting, why did you punish them and by giving them the yellow card? I'm sorry, that's a stupid excuse from those officials and the UEFA when they put the statement. So I understand Barcelona's frustration for those decisions going against them, and it's not right. But at the same time, they also have themselves to blame, because they put themselves in this situation again. It happened against Atletico Madrid in the first leg, where they lost 4-0, and they had to suffer a lot in the second leg to come back. And again, they're gonna have to suffer again in the second leg. Why do Barcelona put themselves in this kind of situation? So yes, the referees are part to blame with their mistakes, but you also have Barcelona have themselves to blame as well with the mistakes that they made. So yeah, and again, like going forward, Barcelona are a fantastic team. But I said it before and I'll say it again, but one of the big reasons why Barcelona are going to win the Champions League is because defensively they are not stable. And this game showed that. And listen, it's not over. I still think Barcelona can come back in the second leg. They have the quality to do it. But I can't see them keeping a clean sheet. And Atletico Madrid are usually strong at home. So I think Atletico Madrid will go through. That's it, guys. Thank you. I wish you have a nice day. See you next time. And bye bye.